going on, guys? I'm here with the Donald, and he's helping me load up for a 2 face cord delivery. I think all of this here will be about 2 face cords.
Alright, this part was accidentally filmed in time-lapse, and I'm just explaining to him about how I stacked this section here, and the fact that I have all this sugar maple that I pulled out of what we threw in the truck and put it aside because I need it for my smokehouse customer. I've run out of the chunks, so I have to take these logs and I have to cut them down into chunks. And now I'm just discussing with him where I'm going to get the rest of the wood from to finish off the load, because I pulled out those logs. And then I'm just pointing out a bunch more sugar maple that I pulled out of all my firewood crates to use for the smokehouse customer.
Okay guys, so he's got a different setup here this year, and he says he has a car pulling all the way up in here, so I can't leave any here, so I have to put it here. And usually this section is 8 feet, and when I have the nice 16-inch logs, I get a nice row of 8 feet there, and he wants a nice row of 4 feet high, and then he wants there's 2 face cords here, so I would put the second row out. Now what he said to do is I can put some wood in front of this shelf here, and we could get it done that way. Okay guys, so here it is, all done, 2 face cords, nice and stacked. Alright guys, back at this job site where I did 2 loads of branches, and there's a bunch of wood that I left for myself, so I came back to pick it up. And there's this funny stuff, I can't remember what it's called, and it's more like it's kind of like a bush. It does grow upright instead of round like a bush. There's some black locust here. And is there any ash left? How you doing, man? I finally made it. Okay, get loaded up and head to the wood yard. Okay guys, now that I got all that cut up and I got it all stacked, it's time for some Beastonmade action. Well guys, I did a lot of wood. I thought I was going to finish the pile here. And some of this wood is a little tight in there. But then that last piece was Siberian elm. And you could see that this kind of went through there very easily. That wood, not many people know about that wood. I keep seeing people talking about it on the tree identification site on Facebook, and a lot of people, they do guess that it's elm, but they're not familiar with Siberian elm. Yeah, this stuff, it's not that good for firewood. The BTUs say 22 million BTUs per cord. So that's almost up there with like sugar maple and oak and stuff like that, you know, all the good species. But it's just, when that stuff dries, it's very light. It doesn't have any weight to it. It's almost like paper. It'd be nice if I could use that all the time, because, you know, I could split that with the axe no problem if I wanted to. Nice quick session. And I did want to split the rest of those logs that I cut up earlier with the single wedge splitter, but I didn't have time. What I gotta do next is I gotta load the truck. Some lady's gonna buy some softwood off of me, as well as some hardwood, because she said the hardwood doesn't light very good. But I think what she does is, and some of my customers call me about this and they say, oh, the wood's not lighting properly. Well, you gotta put a lot of stuff to get the fire going, and that hardwood is like diesel and softwood is like gasoline. So the gasoline, you know, it ignites quickly and it gives you a lot of flame, a lot of heat quickly. But if you want the endurance, then you need the diesel fuel for all the torque and the power and stuff like that, right? Same analogy for firewood. So I'm going to sell her a bunch of my softwood, pretty much all that I got. I have over a face cord, and it's nice to get rid of that, because I missed 3 customers coming for like, you know, 20 bucks worth for a backyard fire or whatever. Then I brought some to the shop and nobody's been calling me since. Now it's fall and I'm just waiting on people to call for that, but nobody's really calling, you know. Some people still be doing backyard burning or down at the lake. And yeah, no calls, so it's gonna be gone now. I won't have anything for them. Also, tomorrow, the 40-yard bin over here is finally going out. And it's funny, it's selling to a customer who used to buy boiler wood off of me like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I used to bring a full load with a bush cord full of cutoffs for him. And he saw my ad and he messaged me and he said, oh, remember me? I'm up in Seagrave. You delivered wood to me before. I'll take that bin off of you. So I did reduce the price to $1,600, which is about let's say, I don't know, $1,100-1,200 US. It's been sitting here for a year, so I said to the guy, well, the wood's been seasoning a bit, you know, give me an extra $100. So he said, okay. And the roll-off guys, they say it's $900 to deliver, and it's about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes in the roll-off truck, but about an hour by car. And yeah, so the delivery's more than the wood. I'm getting rid of the wood cheap, but I'm gonna bump up my price for the next one. I just haven't been having any customers for the boiler wood. There's one guy who bought a couple loads off me last time, and he doesn't need any, especially with the warm winters we've had. So it's good to get that bin sold. Coincidentally, at the same time, I got a call from the friend of the guy who bought the 2 last boiler loads off of me, and he says he wants a load of firewood. And I haven't been selling the bulk greenwood in the bins lately, and I knew this customer was still around. He actually took the last load of firewood off of me, but I was happy to be splitting the wood and seasoning it here, so I got full dollars for it, or full price. But I'm happy to keep this customer, and I'm pretty loyal, so, you know, I told him I'll get another bin, and he asked for it about April, May next year, and I probably won't be able to get it by then. I'm gonna do a lot of splitting before winter, and then if it snows in here, I'm not really gonna be doing anything, depends on my wood supply. And then in spring, I get busy with my other work, so it's gonna be hard to be splitting wood when I'm so busy. And the tree cutters, hopefully they're gonna call me next summer or next spring so that I can start getting some wood stocked. But that does kind of interfere with my other work, and my other work, I can be busy for like 12 hours non-stop, like every day, you know. That's how it is in the spring, right? Because everything picks up for me. So yeah, I'll get on that work, and it's good to sell that bin tomorrow, and I'll bring the camera along to make a nice video for you guys. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.